transformed, says the Lord. Because you have done this thing and have not withheld your son, your only son, blessing I will bless you, and multiplying I will multiply your descendants as the stars of the heaven and as the sand which is on the seashore.
And Jesus is the bread of life. So you realize that the one who read from Genesis 22, the Bible said that because you have given out your son, your only son, and has not withheld your son, in blessing I'll bless you.
Find a baby wrapped in a swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest.
And the 9 lessons and carols is just over here on Labadi Beach. Anyway, you read a lesson.
Yes.
First off, what does Christmas mean to an establishment like this for them to want to have a 9 lessons and carols? What do you think?
Well, for me, it shows how much they care about their clients or those who patronize their services. I mean, God is the foundation of everything. And we know as Ghanaians, we love Christmas, both young and old. So I think that's also a smart marketing way of letting their clients or patrons know that they have something special for them.
I don't know why an establishment like Labadi Beach Hotel will want to have a 9 lessons and carol.
Look, it's been a very difficult year and a challenging one. It is important that you acknowledge the goodness of the Lord. So having 9 lessons and carols gives opportunity to praise God for his goodness and mercies over the years. And this is no exception. It's important to showcase that, hey, without God, you can't do anything. So we brought in the Univa Youth Choir. We all know what they can do to give to our patrons good music, which is, music is food for the soul. And of course, you can see the atmosphere is charged and everybody is interested and happy to usher in Christmas.
Is this going to be a yearly event? Because is this the first time, first of all?
No, this is not the first time. It's a yearly event, but it keeps getting bigger and bigger. This is the biggest we've ever had, and it improves from year to year. And we are very happy to see this kind of progress in terms of our 9 lessons and carols to light the Christmas tree.
Is it not too early in the year in the month for you to have had your 9 lessons and carols?
I don't get you. What do you mean by that?
I mean, it could have been a little bit closer to the night.
No. We always do it first Sunday of December.
Heavily involved in the setup, the deco. How long did it take for you to pull up this whole thing?
Well, it didn't take so much time because we have a very good and a dedicated team. Everybody, we had a series of meetings. Everybody knew what we were going to do and the tasks ahead. And so it was just a couple of meetings ahead of today. And I mean, you can see the finished work. And I'm happy and impressed with the turnout and also the atmosphere that we have created today as we light the Christmas tree. And then the 9 lessons signifying and also heralding Christmas here at Labadi Beach Hotel.
This is not the only thing Labadi Beach Hotel is going to do this Christmas, is it?
There is a lot at Labadi Beach Hotel this Christmas.
Run me through all of them, please.
I tell you, if you take right from 24th of December, we have the Eve of Christmas dinner here in Nakwaba restaurant. You can really be assured what Chef Gary is coming up with. Awesome, good meal for the family and a wonderful treat. 25th day, which is Christmas Day 25th, the Winneba Youth Choir, as you saw them sing today, will be here singing again ahead of lunch. Okay. And then the evening they're also going to be here. And then there is Boxing Day, which is 26. Awesome program again. It runs through until the last one, which is the Eve of New Year, that first night. We have themed that Aloha. And all we are saying is play with colors. So come to Labadi Beach Hotel. I mean, come up with your own colors in terms of your dress code and just have fun. I mean, live. God has been so grateful, gracious to us.
only theater show that I've seen going around the world from Ghana, around the world. It is the lifestyle, or it is the second coming of Nkrumah. I mean, what do you think of the life of Nkrumah in the first place?
Nkrumah,
has it been impactful?
Yeah, if it wasn't for Nkrumah, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, you know that Nkrumah is because the white people couldn't say Nkrumah. His name is Nkrumah, the traditional pronunciation, which means children of play. Okay. Nkrumah. Okay. If it wasn't for Kwame Nkrumah, I wouldn't be born, because he thought about sending students to the eastern side of the world to study socialism. So he sent my father there as a student, and my father went there and he had sokoi with a Romanian woman, and that's what created me. So if Kwame Nkrumah didn't use his forehead to chant for my father to go there, I won't be standing here today. So I'm actually the result of an experiment conducted by Kwame Nkrumah. And then you said something, you asked me something else.
Yes, this theatrical play is actually going to go around the world to tell people of the Nkrumah's lifestyle. Has his lifestyle been impactful to the immediate society that he came from and also to the world at large?
Oh, Charlie, I mean, I can say that I saw some of the play, and it's amazing the work that has been put into it. As for Nkrumah, I'm worried that a lot of us use Nkrumah as some kind of pawns. Like, even people who don't have any mind to do anything positive that Nkrumah said, they still use Nkrumah as the pawns on their face to look like they are going to do Nkrumah's things. But so, me mom there, I'm kind of tired of hearing about Nkrumah, I'm not going to lie. But what I find very interesting is that the Christians are going to be disappointed, because Kwame Nkrumah is coming back for the second time and Jesus still hasn't come. So Kwame Nkrumah is going to win Jesus.
Panji, do you believe, are you with the school of thought that Nkrumah actually impacted Ghana? Or you're also with the school of thought that Nkrumah actually didn't help Ghana in any way?
Oh, the second statement you made is so bogus and fraudulent, I cannot even consider it to be an option.
A lot of people think like that.
Well, it is because they are totally unaware of the contribution that Nkrumah made, not only to Ghana, but to the total liberation of the African man. Look, in 1957, not very many people in America knew who Martin Luther King was. But Nkrumah here in Ghana knew who Martin Luther King was. He brought well, I won't say an unknown, but a relatively unknown Southern Baptist preacher to Ghana to come and taste what freedom tastes like. Because a black man in America in 1957 had no idea of what freedom tasted like. But Nkrumah knew if he planted the seed of freedom into Martin Luther King's head, Martin Luther King might be the one who would lead the American fight for freedom and justice and equality. So Nkrumah was not only successful at fighting for freedom, justice and equality here in Ghana, it was worldwide. Ghana is the first country Nkrumah implemented equal work, equal pay. That means a woman earns the same amount as a man for doing the same job. All the countries who are teaching us about women's rights today, none of them had those rules. They were all paying women less than men. Somebody should correct me, but statistically, Ghana is one of the first countries in the world to pay women and men the same amount of money. No country in Europe was doing it at the time. So, Nkrumah is a visionary, a pioneer, and a leader, not only for Ghanaians, not only for Africans, but for the entire world.
Is it worth it, Lateef taking the story of Nkrumah around the world?
Not only, you know, Nkrumah's project is so big that most of us have been afraid to tackle it. But Lateef taking it around the world, in fact, he has to take it around the universe.
I saw you give birth to this idea, and now it is almost, I mean, you've started walking the talk. I mean, the vision is huge. You're carrying it around the world. When, where are you taking this?
So like you said, it's taking shape. The second coming of Nkrumah project is taking shape. We are looking forward to not impacting people with this great social and behavioral change project. Not just people in Ghana, but people on the African continent and then the world and the diaspora. So definitely we're doing Nigeria, we're doing South Africa, we're doing Kenya, Rwanda. Then we'll move to the States and then UK, Spain, Canada. Next, they are part of the project plan. Hopefully we'll expand to other countries.
What do you want to achieve with this?
I mean, we need to tell our own stories. We need to tell the African story in an African way. And that is basically what we want to achieve. And also to reorient our people when it comes to issues of selflessness. We believe that in Africa, we strongly believe that our major problem, it's the fact that most of our leaders, and even we, the upcoming leaders, are selfish. If we become selfless, we would definitely take out the root cause of majority of our problems. Corruption, unity, and so on and so forth are all boiled down to the fact that people are just selfish.
This is a huge project. How's sponsorship been?
That's so far so good. We're still engaging corporate Ghana. We're having conversations. We're hoping that by the 21st of December, we'll be able to start some conversations and many more corporate institutions and development partners across the globe will come on board to make this a success.
Is corporate Ghana now understanding the theatrical space enough to want to throw their support fully behind you people?
I think some do, especially also because of the nature of this particular project. They might not like theater, but when it comes to this second coming of Nkrumah project, I think people would like to support because it's not just throwing out a play, but you are championing a cause, like I said, a social behavioral change cause, and then also you're trying to revive the theater and art industry in the country. And every corporate organization would like to be part of this.